first, so the reason why I wanted to move out was because I just felt like it was crowded at my mama's house. Mama got 5 kids, and it was more than just us, kind of like staying there. And I just felt like it was just crowded. Like I felt stuck, like it was crowded, and I don't know. It just made me want to move out. Okay, so basically, got my notes here, and I'm gonna just basically be telling y'all how I was able to move out. Okay, so a little bit of background about me. I'm 21. I'm a college student, and I don't have a job. This is like my 5th month being here in this apartment, and like literally, I just ended up getting me a job. I'm a college student, which means during certain times of the semester they give out refunds about the scholarships, grants, and everything, and that's basically money that you don't have to pay back. So instead of me taking my money to do something dumb with it, as soon as I got the money to move out, as soon as I got the money to move out, I basically was like, I want to move out. First thing I did was give me a credit card, and the credit cards, I feel like it's kind of tricky to be able to get, depending on what like company or whatever I want to say you go with. The credit card that I had was a student credit card, and it first started off with a maximum of $500. So like I used it for books, just like stuff that I wanted to buy. But my tip is make sure that you only spending what you can put back. Don't do that, y'all. Don't do that. It's bad. It's bad because it's gonna put y'all in a hole. Buying more than what you have is bad. It kind of puts you in a bind, put you in a hole. You know, like nobody wanna be living with debt. Just because my credit card maximum is at $500, that do not mean spend the maximum amount. The next thing is like saving your money. Some people, they get jobs, you know, bi-weekly, weekly. My advice is weekly because you won't buy weekly. Like, come on now. I basically had about like 4,000 to 5,000 saved up before I started moving out. Once you got like your savings, you basically want to come up with a budget. You come up with your budget, you figure out like how much is the rent, about how much would the utilities be. Do a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom. You basically make a list. Like, make a list of the must-haves and a list of what would be nice. I must have a washer and dryer in my apartment, and then would be nice would probably be like a pool in the back or downstairs or whatever, or a balcony. But then like the must-have would probably be like washer and dryer. Do you want a dishwasher, or would you prefer to wash your dishes, you know, by hand, get a little strainer or whatever? Must-haves would be like the bedrooms, the parking. Like, how many bedrooms do you want? 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom. Do you want roommates? Apartment is like, it's an apartment with 3 floors, and you know, you gotta come through the first door, which you need a key for. You go through the first door, then you go up, you know, whichever flight of stairs your apartment on, and then you go into your house with your second key. I don't like that no more. Like, I was all stoked and stuff when I first got this apartment, but now like this is my first apartment, so like I feel like being here kind of taught me some stuff for the next apartment, and now like I know what I want. Okay, and then like furniture and stuff like that, you gotta decide like. So I know y'all see this rug that I'm sitting on. Yes, I'm sitting on the floor. I got a little desk and a table over there, but I wanted to like, I feel like this looked better. So yeah, like I was saying, you basically figure out your budget, figure out what's the max that you want to spend. Like, you know, you could get on the apps, apartment.com, the rent.com, I think that's what it's called. Basically, you know, you just search up different apartment websites, apartment apps, and you could basically put like the minimum and the maximum that you want to spend for this apartment. You could put like the different amenities or things that you wanted to come with. And the next step would be like figuring out what you want. Like I was saying at first, you know, utilities included. Do they got how much is the pet rent? What else? Like, do you want it to be a apartment like mine where you basically go floor to floor? Only you go through, like you go through one door and you in your apartment. with figuring out what you want, you can read reviews online, like search up the apartment, look at the reviews. The reviews really be telling you like what's going on with the apartment. One time, one of the apartments, like it was like downtown that I was looking at, and it looked all nice and everything, but people in the comments was like that the apartment had like roaches and stuff and rats. I don't want to get tricked and you think that it's gonna be a nice little luxury apartment and stuff like that, and when you go in, like it's a roach. Like, no. Other tips or whatever is like you could drive around. You could drive around in the day and nighttime, basically seeing like what it look like in the daytime and what it look like in the nighttime, because like it's totally different. Like if you look in one way in the daytime, but then like it can be like a little sketchy, looking or feeling or whatever once you go around in the nighttime. Another thing that I did was I brought my mama with me. Like she a mama, so she know everything. She a mama, y'all, so she know everything. Like she done had a couple of apartments before. She know the whole process and everything. She know. Okay, so yeah. She a mama, so she know everything. You got your budget, you got your list and everything. Now you need somebody to come with you. Like, for this to be your first apartment, you're not gonna know everything about it. So for me, I brought my mama. Y'all, I love my mama because like she be coming in and like I be all stressed out about something, and she a mama, like she know how to do all the whole organizing or whatever. Like she know bills and stuff like that. She know it all. And if your mama can't come with you, basically I would just say get somebody that like have had an apartment before and know what the process is like, that can be honest with you and be like, oh no, like it's looking like this or this going on, I don't think you should get it, And then like I made a list of stuff that I wanted, like the most important stuff that I needed to move in, and it was like the bathroom stuff, like the bathroom decorations or whatever, and my room. That was the most important thing to me. And yeah, but like don't let nobody tell y'all that y'all can't do it. Like you can do anything that you put your mind to. Like all it takes is a little bit of planning. So yeah, my mama came with me, and basically like we did a couple of apartments, and like we toured a couple of apartments together. And like the first apartment was super small. It was super small, and it was like people hanging outside the apartment complex or whatever. And she was just like, nah, like I don't think this will be the one. Like it's too many people out here, and you still will have to get to, your apartment door or whatever. I don't think that'd be good for you. And plus it was small, so I didn't, get the apartment, of course. But I think that's why it's important, to have somebody else with you, to be able to check it out with you. Cause me being me, I probably would have just been like, yeah, take my money, I'm ready to go. Like, yeah, take my money, I'm ready to go. Like, get me up out of here, But like, we did a couple more apartments and stuff, and like, I really like this one. I'm gonna have to take a picture and stuff of the kitchen. Like, the kitchen, it's like it got doors to it, so like, you can open and close. And like, so with my apartment, it's like, it's a 1 bedroom, 1 kitchen, 1 bathroom, a little dining room type of area, and then like a living room. And this apartment is like $760 something a month. I don't know how it is for y'all and y'all different states and stuff like that. I know like people say New York and stuff like that is kind of crazy with the rent. And even here, like it could be 1,000 and stuff like that, and better 2,000 and stuff, depending on what you're looking for, what you want. Some tips and stuff that I could give y'all is basically saving up for months in advance for the rent. Like you never know when you gonna need, that money, or you never know when something might happen. Like you might get laid off on your job, or might be like you need to help somebody out or something like that. So you don't have that rent money, but if you save up for a couple of months in advance, you would be cool. And like another tip is credit. Like credit is really important, y'all, because a lot of different apartment places, they'll check y'all credit, or like they want you to have a cosigner. And me, like my credit was like in a 600 or close to 700 or something like that when I first like started looking for an apartment. But it was basically like where I didn't have a job, so I needed a cosigner. Like I had proof showing like this is how much money and stuff like that I get from school around this time. Basically, I had proof, like I was able to have the rent, if that makes sense. But I would advise like you gotta save up a couple of months in advance, like get you a job, preferably a weekly type of paid job, because I just think it's better. Like you will always have some type of money or something, every week. And even if you don't have to have the first month's rent like in one check. You can be able to split it up into different checks, and you will be able to be like, okay, like let's say you need 700 or something for the rent, 700 for the rent, but like you get paid every week, and your checks be like 500 or something every week. You can be able to split it up in little bits till you get to the next month for the first month, the first day of that month. I hope that makes sense. Like that's why I prefer weekly. I think it's better, a weekly paid job. So you are going to need some source of income, but I was able to do it without having a job. And source of income, it don't have to be you having a job. Like you can have a business, you can have a couple of different side hustles. It's just whatever you prefer, and having somebody with you, when you go to check out these apartments is important because if you looking for your first apartment and you never even you don't know much about the apartment, you don't know what it's supposed to of course if you see a hole or something like that in a floor or in a ceiling or something like that, no, I don't want to be there. But having somebody with you that have already looked at apartments before or had a couple of apartments and know what you should be looking for, know what questions to ask, it'll really help you out. It'll save you some time and money. And then the other tip is making a list of stuff that you want and need, and then that's how you pick from your apartment. Another tip is the apps that I used. I use Zillow, apartments.com, the rent thing or something, rent.com or something. I can't remember, but yeah, you just get on the App Store or Play Store, whatever, search up different apartment apps, and that's how you find the apps. Okay, so I just want to say thank you for watching this video, and I really hope that these tips helped y'all. Could it be something I'm missing? I don't think so. Yeah.